Good morning, friends, and welcome to yet another awesome session of Mindful Living. We truly appreciate your taking out the time and joining us for this session today. And I promise you that in our session today, we have packed what we say in Hindi, Gagar Mein Sagar. There is so much that we are going to share with you. You're going to walk away with great clarity on the challenges that we face in our life, of which there is no dearth. I clearly remember a morning, when I was going to my office and I was wondering to myself, क्यों ज़िंदगी में इतनी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, ये कभी ख़त्म क्यों नहीं होती, क्यों प्रॉब्लम्स आती ही रहती हैं और मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. And while I was on the way, what the insight that I got, or the wisdom that dawned on me, is कि rather than wishing that the problems are not there, I should wish for the capability to deal with those problems. क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम तो आती ही रहेंगी, बट उससे डील कैसे करना है वो अगर आ जाए तो फिर प्रॉब्लम उतनी बड़ी पहाड़ लगती नहीं है. एंड दैट क्लैरिटी वॉज द ब्रेक थ्रू फॉर मी. And in our session today, we have, that's the attempt in our session today, where we are going to share, Mr. Susheel Tiwari is going to share with us
Hello,
how the
everyone.
different challenges that we face, we can deal with it, whether it is money challenge, health challenge, relationship issues, there are so many challenges, or the uncertainty about the war, about the AI, so many things. And Susheel is a dear friend, and I had the privilege of meeting Susheel a couple of years back when we were mentoring students at IIM Nagpur. He's a very senior professional from the IT industry, having worked with organizations like HP, Acer, and Compaq. At HP, he was part of the leadership team and led sales operations, managing many critical business support functions. And his key contributions included significantly enhancing customer and partner experience, making it the best across HP's worldwide geographies. He is an expert in leading large scale business transformations. He has successfully driven improvements in customer promoter scores from a negative level to 75 plus. This is something which he's not going to talk about today, but maybe we should have a different session on the phenomenal work that he has done. Redesigned processes to achieve 2x efficiency gains, delivered savings in millions of dollars, and led more than 100 Lean Six Sigma improvement projects. And this is something which completely blew my mind. He developed 12 direct reports into leadership roles and enabled nearly 80% of his team members to move into next level responsibilities through coaching, rotation, and capability building. Anybody who has been in the corporate sector and has led teams knows why this is so significant. It's not an easy task to showcase the talent in your team and promote them, and I think this is brilliant work that has been done here. And his leadership philosophy is very simple: get things done regardless of the challenges by leveraging data, technology, execution focus, continuous learning, and the power of blending head, heart, and gut feeling. Sushil, we are very honored to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you, Sushil. Friends, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, my name is Ashish Kumar, and I am the founder of Mindful Living. We started Mindful Living community in April 2026, little over 6 years ago, when the first lockdown took place. Few of my friends reached out to me to conduct mindfulness sessions to help with the stress and anxiety that the lockdown was causing. And so we organized a session, one thing led to the other, and that group of 10 friends has grown to be a vibrant community of over 1,500 professionals now who want to live healthy, happy, and wealthier lives, which is like Shubh Labh. We don't talk we don't advertise about the work we do, but in case you are interested in improving the quality of your life, please feel free to join our Mindful Living WhatsApp community. This is a no nonsense community where there are no good morning or good night messages, no political or religious posts, only people supporting each other and living consciously. You can also subscribe to our Mindful Living YouTube channel where we have nearly 300 videos of the sessions we have done previously. I'm a certified mindfulness meditation teacher by education. I'm an MBA and cost accountant. I'm a leadership development and executive coach, mentor to students of IIM Nagpur, and author of best-selling book Beyond Limits. I request you to keep your cameras on. Multitasking is proven to lead to loss of productivity. Don't watch this session doing something else. Watch it with your full attention. Take notes. Keep your camera on so that you can get the maximum out of the session. I tell you, friends, there are many golden nuggets that you will find in the session today. So please keep your cameras on, stay actively engaged. We will be taking question and answers towards the end of the session, but you can type your questions and I'll be noting them, for taking them up towards the end. So thank you, welcome everybody once again, and Susheel, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ashish, for such a great introduction. I don't think I deserve all that, but good. Nevertheless, thank you everyone for taking time and joining on a Saturday. It's not easy for you to find the time. So let me go straight forward to the topic that we have in hand today. Let me share my screen and let me know when it is visible. Is that visible,
It's coming. Yeah, we can
Ashish?
see it now, Susheel. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, it has gone to the end. Okay. Okay. Good morning again. So, most of you would have seen this green line, you know, whenever you go to hospitals. This green line goes up and down, and you're very happy because the patient is alive. And very similar thing happens to our life. It has its highs on the above. It has also the lows, which are the challenges that you face in your life. While we take highs with a lot of excitement, the lows are the ones which temporarily gives us challenges, but also makes us better, both as humans and also makes us mature and grow. As long as these things are happening, you are alive. The moment this stops happening, you can see the red line. The life has ended and you have stopped living. So, but the challenges really impact us. And that's what I'm going to cover today. How do you navigate your life challenges with a lot of clarity and then regain your daily happiness? And that's what we'll dwell upon today. The agenda is sixfold. What is the problem? Let's define that first. What is the impact to the human life? You'll be surprised to see the impact. How and why does that happen? So let's look at the root cause of why these challenges happen and what can we do about it. These are the 2 points where I'll spend maximum number of time today. Then we'll also look at most common challenges which most of you will relate to. And then we'll also conclude and take questions beyond that. Okay, let's define the problem. Okay, we take birth. After that, we grow and we get the first challenge. We postpone our happiness thinking that let this problem be solved. इसके बाद मैं खुश हो जाऊंगा. I'll be happy after this. Once the challenge is resolved, you feel yes, temporarily celebration was there, but the new challenge has come in. Again, happiness postponed. Again, waiting for the challenge to be resolved. And then you focus on getting it solved. It is resolved. You have temporary celebration. You get to another one. This goes on and on and on till you're on your deathbed. right? So this is the problem that we want to try to address today. Let's see how big is the impact to human life. So Brownware wrote a book called Top 5 Regrets of Dying. She was working with people who actually they knew that they will die and they had no hopes of being alive anymore. So she introduced many of she actually took interviews of many of those, and she found that the top 5 regrets of people who are dying, she penned down in a book. And let me share with you what are those 5 regrets. First is, I wish I had the courage to live life true to myself and not what others expected out of me. She found out that there were too many dreams which people had, they were unfulfilled. So many dreams never took off because everyone was busy fulfilling the expectation that society had, their family had, or the template that the society has set for a life. Let's look at what is the template today. You take birth, you grow, you're supposed to study hard, get good marks, get to a right college. That means you've done good. That's the societal conditioning. Then you start earning money, you get a good salary, keep growing, become CEOs, go to US or go to big places. Then you grow your kids and you retire. That's the template society has set. Now there will be a lot of people who actually want to sing. There will be a lot of people who want to really do painting, do cooking. There's something more which is exciting them. But all these get lost in the template that the society has set on us. And that's why this is one of the topmost regret that people have when they are on the deathbed. And it was very good that Sachin and Lata Mangeshkar did not follow this template. Otherwise, they would not have achieved what they achieved. The second regret was, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. And this was regret for most people who actually were the bread earners of that society for their family. And in the quest of getting better and better in terms of job level, salary, and the family status or the societal status, they kept on working and they missed golden moments of their life, like seeing the kids grow, attending wedding of their near and dear ones. It could be friends, it could be cousins, it could be something that they had, going to mountains or exploring the world. They could not do it. And that was one of the biggest regret. Third one was, I wish I had the courage to express my feeling. No matter how strong you are, no matter which stage of the life you are, every human needs someone to express their feelings. Whether it's a child telling his parents that I feel like doing this and not what you're asking me, a, a person who is married, the conflicts that we all go through with spouse, he's a friend to vent out all the feelings. And even at a old age, when you don't feel that you are treated well, then you need some friends which you can share those feelings. So people had this regret that they did not find the courage to express their feelings because they felt that there could be resentment, there could be more challenge or a fight. Fourth one is, I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. When I say friends, it is true friends. And true friends are the ones who can hear everything about you, which is good, bad, ugly. We all have that. But we'll never judge you. And they will never ask you any questions why you did this. They will just stand by you. They will support you in the way you need. The last and the most favorite that I have is, I wish that I had let myself be happier. This is one of the biggest regret. And that is what we are going to address, and some of the other things also during the course of the presentation. So let's begin with, why does this happen? And how does this happen? Okay, let's go to the root cause. Let's begin with from the time when we were a child. This was not the problem of a child. It has its power because we were innocent. We saw the world with so much of wonder. We had no boundaries, no limits, no conditioned mindsets, no judgment about who is good and who is bad, no perceptions. Always in an action mode, either laughing, crying loudly, exploring the world, and pursuing what attracted them. And we did that with so much of pure intent and curiosity that we achieved whatever we wanted. And all of us were child at some stage. Hence, all of us have went through this stage. Now, the question is, what happens when we grow? Why do we not remain the same? What happens to us? Look at it. The child is on the left hand side. But when you grow, the original power gets obscured by layers of conditioning from societal expectations, whether this is what you are supposed to behave in a society, or this is a legacy you need to carry of your family, of your place. Then family beliefs and conditioning. A lot of parents want their kids to do what they could not do. And this is again a conditioning which puts pressure on you. Your own experience, whether it's positive or negative. I'll give an example. Suppose you lend money to some friend and he promises that he'll return in 7 days and he doesn't do. And he may be in trouble and he's planning to give it after a month. But instead of trusting that, we end up thinking that the world is not trustworthy. I trusted him and he did not return the money. This again forms a layer of perception over the true power that we have. Then we also, due to the expectations we have from the society, we also create fear, doubt, and insecurity. And a lot of mindsets and perceptions, which I spoke. Because of all that, it yields a lot of comparison and judgment. And later in the slide, you will see why it is criminal to compare people. These are all the reasons why we don't have that power. The good thing is we haven't lost that power. It is still within us, but hidden under all the layers that we have gathered over the years. And there are few examples where you see that at extreme situations, you get access to that power. Let me give an example. My father-in-law, 10 years back, he was not able to walk properly, right? I mean, he used to walk, but not really well. And there was an earthquake in our house in NCR. And he was the first one to go down with the stairs. And people were surprised. He was not able to walk properly. How could he climb down the stairs? He got access to that power, which all of us have. He bypassed all the conditioning that I could not do this. I am, all this which you mentioned here, which you see here. I should not have done this. They will what they will think. I can't. What if I fail? I'm not enough. This is not possible. It's too risky. Past hurts, limiting beliefs. All these are the ones who actually obscure our our power that within. Then the other reason of all the problems are we also project a lot of problems. Let me give an example. Real problems are examples are project deadline today. Yes, that's a problem. Utility bill to be paid or the doctor appointment tomorrow. All this can be action and can be addressed, right? But if you look at the right hand side, same thing, instead of doing those actions, you start imagining other problems like what if this affects my career? What if I fail? What if my boss is not happy? What if I lose my job? What if something goes wrong? And so many what ifs, which which actually creates a layer of problem on your mind. Since it is imagined problem, you can do nothing to solve it. You have to just unimagine it and handle the real problems. And that is why, because of projected problems, It creates anxiety and stress and drains your energy and peace. So that is one of the reasons why people get unhappy. The third reason is acceptance to self and others. Let me give an example of, we all know that fingerprint is the highest level of security. And that is why in your mobile phones, you'll see fingerprint security inbuilt. When we register a document in India, they use fingerprint. And because that is unique, why is it highest level of security? Because that is unique. Hence, every person has unique feelings, unique thoughts, motivations, dreams, experiences, and the drive within is different. And that is why I say comparison of two people is not justified. It's like comparing apple to oranges. It's actually crime. But if people fall in that trap of comparison, which most of us do, it the words which are around you is he's more successful. She is more talented. They are happier. I'm not enough. And that yields into stealing your happiness, creates insecurity, lowers your self confidence, builds unrealistic expectation, most importantly, damages relationships. But when you accept it, then the words that come with you is, I have my own strengths and I'm happy with it. I am on my own journey. I grow at my own pace. I'm proud of who I am and I accept myself and others. If that brings inner peace, that brings self confidence, that helps you focus on your journey, that strengthens relationship because there is no comparison then, allows you to enjoy life fully. So the true freedom is accept yourself first and then accept others. Celebrate the uniqueness that each individual in this earth has. The last one is, because of the expectation, we want to control result. And in Gita, Lord Krishna said, Karam karte chalo, phal ki chinta mat karo. Keep doing your actions. Don't worry about the result. But because so much of conditioning goes through, we actually start worrying about it. Now, having understood what are the major reasons, there could be more reasons. Whatever came to my mind, I just mentioned those. What can we do about it? Very simple. Try to avoid those reasons which actually make those problems. Remove the projected problem. Look at the problem that how do we project from a project deadline where you can action to something where you say that, what if this fail? Understand the real problem. Bypass the conditioning that you've gathered over the years. Not easy, very difficult, but there is a way to do that. Pause and take a deep breath, maybe multiple of deep breaths. Let go of all the conditioning and connect to your inner self, the power. For that, doing it alone is very tough. You need support from experts, life coaches, and the other coaching experts are best support available because they actually become a mirror to yourself and they see how you're reacting, not by what you're saying, but what your body language says. And I mind you, body never lies. Body language, that's why is very critical. And they then ask you very pointed questions, which helps you to challenge every beliefs, every condition that you have gone through. That helps you to break all those conditioning. So take help of experts like life coach. Access the innocence, curiosity, and the fearless energy that you have. Then take the action with clarity and confidence. And then that helps you to achieve a result. Remember, you don't need to become someone new. You just need to remove what is not you and return to what you always were. And that power is always with you. It will always remain with you. You just need to work on how do you remove the conditioning and use it. That's when you start living. Otherwise, we just spend our life. Take help and guidance, as I mentioned, from experts like life coach, your friends who could be true friends, who can tell you something upfront in your face, family members for the guidance that they've gone through. Execute the needed actions and trust the process will take care of the challenge. Don't create a projected problem again, that what if this action doesn't work? That's again a projected problem. And trust the process. Every challenge comes to make you better. And all the challenges that you've handled in the past would have made you better or more mature. So, this is one technique that life coach uses. You imagine when the issue is resolved, how will you be better in terms of your growth, maturity, or the strength that you've gathered due to the experience that you've gone through. This, when you imagine, gives you energy to keep going and do the actions to achieve the result of that. Then there could be new situations. Sometimes the needed actions may not yield the right result. You take new actions, fine tuned actions, but follow the same process of removing the projected problems, bypassing the conditioning, take help of people, and executed needed actions and trust the process. Now, this is what about the challenge and what we can do about it. Let's look at some of the common challenges we have. As I mentioned to you, like a fingerprint analogy, every individual is different. Their challenges, the way they look at the same challenge would be completely different. Their experiences are different, hence the way they handle that challenge also has to be different. But what I have gone through, the common challenges, which most of you will relate, I'll tell you what has worked for me. Financial stress, the biggest problem on the earth that earth faces today, right? All of us feel that if I have this, I have the biggest problem. When I remove all the conditioning that I've gone through, and I had faced financial stress in the past, I feel this is the smallest problem on the earth because there is a solution to it. Very simple: reduce expenses to match your earnings. For that, you will have to remove the conditioning that okay, I'm at this status in a society. I need to have a car for me and my wife. My my kids need to study in X college. They need to go to US, and that is what the society expects out of me. And all that conditioning doesn't help you to resolve your financial stress because the needs that we have is very little and the wants have no end. Even Elon Musk today is not happy and he's facing mental stress and anxiety. Look at the Ambani brothers, right? Until they were needing each other, they were all together. The moment they had enough money, they quarreled and they are separate now. So, money beyond what you need actually enables you to get into the wrong direction. You actually forget yourself, you lose yourself, and then you get into that trap of earning more and more. Relationship and conflicts is another common challenge. And that is why I said acceptance is very critical in that. And first of all, you have to accept yourself the way you are right now, not what you will be tomorrow, not what you will be after you pass IIT or IIMs or you become a CEO. What you are right now, because you never know what would be tomorrow, whether you will have it tomorrow or not. Then sometimes you need customized actions. I'll give you my own example. Spouse conflicts is very common globally, right? So I'm no different. I had a conflict with my spouse for some or the other reason. She always had a regret that she could not take care of her parents. Then we were looking at, okay, how can we solve this? We got an opportunity when they came to live with us for 3 to 4 days. We asked them to stay with us forever. And they agreed. Now we don't have time to do a conflict between me and my spouse. We are busy taking care of my father-in-law, my mother, and there are 9 members in my family. We don't have time for a boredom, and we all are having. At times there are tussles, but they were healthy ones. So sometimes such customized actions with an open mind helps you to resolve these conflicts. Health, to me, this is the biggest and real problem on earth today. Everybody needs support here, and everybody has to use all the support available, either with experts, with their own calling inside, or taking guidance from others. Personally, for me, diet has worked, and I've understood that diet is a major reason for health problems. I've turned vegan for last 5 weeks. It has made a drastic improvement to my energy that I have. Used to play tennis for 1 hour, and I used to get drained. Now I, even after 2.5 hours, I feel like playing more. That's the impact it has done on me. Second is work-life balance. We do work to take care of family, earn money. But if that is impacting your life or family, that work has no meaning. If you want to err on the balance side, please err on the life side more, even if your work gets impacted. Because you look at the five regrets, none of them have a regret about work or their professional life. All the regrets that they had were personal. That's what matters at the end. Sports is very important. Everybody needs movement, whether it is a sport, whether it is walking, it could be anything, so that it keeps itself fit. That's what important for the health. Last is, but not the least, express your feelings. All of us need that, no matter how strong you are. You finally, everybody is a human. Right after this session, whenever you find some good friends that really are true friends, they are few though, reach out to them and then try to express feelings to them if you still have feelings that are under inside you. Don't worry about what will happen. If you're true to your feelings and you express it, finally the result will be right, and you'll be relieved of that stress. Otherwise, that stress is not worth it. Again, work-related stress is very common these days. One important thing is 50% of that is created by your mind with all the what ifs. What if I fail? What if my boss doesn't like it? You know, remove those. Just handle on the problem in hand and keep working on it. Like Gita said, कर्म करते चलो फल की चिंता मत करो. So keep doing the actions, and you'll be right. Be in an action mode, but also sometimes you may have a bad boss. When I say bad, doesn't mean bad as a human. Maybe a micromanager which you don't like. You need to then explore alternatives, because there's no point struggling in a work and getting stressed. It will not matter to you at the end of your life. What will matter is, did you live the life that you wanted to? That is why it comes to my point of follow your passion. Passion is something where never stress will never be there. The more you do, the more energy you will gather. And if you can do and can help you to earn enough to fulfill your needs, that is the best way to live a empowered life. Last is self-doubt. Again, unconditional acceptance of self, what you are now, not what you will be in future. So when you accept at all levels, whether you failed in a particular pursuit or you succeeded, acceptance has to be always, because then the struggle within just goes off, and then access the power within you, which I talked about, the child power. These were some of the things on the most common challenges. Let's look at what did we discuss today. First of all, 5 things. Challenges are part of life, and that is the reason why you are alive. They will keep coming. You should expect them. And if they are not coming, you should be worried. That means you're not maturing, you're not growing. Because it's an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and better. No challenge has lasted forever, and even any challenge that you're facing today will also eventually end. Hold on to the hope and stay patient and keep moving. Third is the most important one: remove the layers of conditioning that you've gathered. Take help of experts. Remove the projected part of the problem, and then you will handle the real problems. And those are always easy to handle. Let me give one example. My son got infected with GBS virus, where all the all the body parts connection with the brain gets broken, and he was on ventilator for 5 months because even the lungs connection with brain had broken. When he first woke up in the morning, he was not able to lift hands. We just did the action of taking him to the hospital. By the time he reached hospital, he was not able to even walk because one by one the body parts were getting impacted. There were a lot of times when we cried seeing him because we had almost lost him. But that was an action. We focused on what we can do, and that is the reason why he's still alive. Had we actually projected a problem that what if the person doesn't stay, or what if this action doesn't work, we would not have gathered the energy to do what is in our hand right now. And that is why the result could have been different. So, project problem, just remove from your dictionary. Be open and flexible and adaptable because you're not here to answer anyone. You're here to do what is right for you at that moment of time because life changes, and that is a superpower, to be flexible. And the last is take help from experts, family members, and true friends because it's not weakness to take help, it is the strength. That means you're showing that yes, I am vulnerable and I need help. That shows that you're inner very confident. Hence, and last is your inner child is still within you and you have that limitless power still. Whenever you want, return to it, use it, and start living. Thank you for listening. That is what I wanted to present today. I am happy to take questions and
Thank
also
you.
get feedback.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sushil, for a wonderful, mind blowing session. Friends, we would request you to fill out the feedback form. It will take you 30 seconds, few questions, and then we will open up the session for question and answers. Sushil, thank you for opening your heart and sharing with us. It takes a lot of courage to share what you have shared with us. So thank you so much. It's very touching. Yes, Sunil, yes, allow us a couple of seconds and we'll open up for Q&A. Please fill out the feedback form and type FD, feedback done, to allow us to open up the session.
Good to see you, Nash. Some of my HP friends.
Ah,
Yeah,
very nice.
and very nice session. I mean, sorry, Ashish, I'll just take a minute to say because I need to go to the post office. It closes at 12.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah.
I know Sushil for more than now 10 years. He has been my colleague for many years. I always respected him as a professional and as a people manager. He was an excellent people manager. Of course, his direct reports, the point he said, he managed many office people to become leaders, and some of his people are still working with me. I'm still in HP. So that is a complete proof of that guy, and also what the struggles he has gone through in life, and to be happy. And this is something has done very well. And by the way, I just published a book which just got released this day before yesterday. I sent it to Sushil. I don't want to use this platform to market my book, but many of the points what he has said is also in the book, and I really am thankful that I have a friend like Sushil, in my life. He makes my life very rich. So
Wow.
fantastic, very well done.
Wow. Thank you
For
so
your
much for
nice
sharing.
words. Always a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Thank you, Nash, for sharing that. Sushil, may you want to stop sharing the slides so you can have a better
Sure,
view?
I will.
Uh, Friends, please type FD once you have filled out the feedback form so that we can open up the session. Thank you, Palak. Thank you, Dayalji. And while you're filling out the feedback form, it's a 30-second one. Yeah, got it, Nash. It's a 30-second one, five simple questions. Please fill it out. And while you're filling that out, I'll invite Sunil to share his question.
Yeah, Sunil, you have some question.
Yeah, Sushil ji. So first of all, thank you very much for hosting this wonderful session and sharing your insights and wisdom with us. So really glad to have you here. So my question is, I'm in some dilemma. I want a specific clarity. Right now, I'm working as a talent development professional, but my long-term goal is I want to become a coach. So
Okay.
there I'm feeling the friction, not able to take decision, and it's like 3 4 years I have not started this journey of becoming a coach. But I'm getting so many reminders from my near and dear people, and I really wanted to start it. So how to overcome this?
Okay. See, as I told you, every individual has a different perspective and a different reason, different time. So um, look at whether what is your family status right now. Do you have any liabilities? What would be the impact to that? So generally, it is. So my own example, let me give you. Right. So this coaching or following my passion, and taking such sessions or enabling people is my passion. But I had to at some stage go back to working in a job because there are some liabilities to be fulfilled. Right. So take, in my view, look at the situation that you are in. Right. And what makes sense for you, whether by being a HR professional, is that helping you fulfilling your family needs? If that is so, and that will get impacted if you become a coach, then of course you'll have to look at the right time to become a coach. If your needs are not that much and you have alternate source of income, then I think you can jump into that. That's what I will do if I were in your place.
Okay.
Because following your heart, and if you want to do something, is always the best way to live. But you'll have to be also mindful of the options that you can afford to.
Yeah, as you said, there are liabilities, and because of that, I stick to job. But my calling is towards the coaching, and that is something which I really love to do, and it's there in my system. It's calling me, and
So
that's the
I'll tell you
way.
what,
Yeah,
practice the same thing in your job. See, coaching is an approach to enable people, right?
yes, correct,
So enable that for the team members that you're working. That will help you to sharpen your skills so that when
correct.
you go to coaching, then you will already have an experience of doing it.
Hmm, right.
Right? This is what I would have done, and I also did that in HP. Whatever I felt like doing on people, I did that, and yes, I felt good about it.
And what would be the decision maker? When should I 100% opt for my coaching? What is the
I think
transition point?
if you really ask from your heart, and take feedback from your family, because if you have liabilities, take feedback, then, and tell them that this is what I want to do. Align them on your, express your feelings, right? If you're not expressed, don't keep it with you.
Yeah,
And then together with them, work out what is the right way to transition to that, not jump into it. Because when you transition, and as I told you, you can practice whatever you want to, because coaching is enabling people, right? So you can enable that in the current work, and also transition, um,
yeah,
as per the decision, joint discussion with the family.
Thank you.
That is what is my suggestion.
yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sunil.
thank
Yeah,
you,
Thank you, Sunil.
thank you.
thanks.
Yes. Dayalji, over to you now.
Mr.
Yeah,
Dayal, tell me.
yeah. Good morning, Ashish ji. Good morning, Sushil
Good
ji, and
morning.
good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Excellent sessions, with the clarity Sushil ji explained. Now, what I liked about it was those images. I plan to keep of printouts of those. So it's so beautifully explained. You just go through that and this thing. It continues.
Yeah.
And there's one gentleman mentioning about some book. Is there any book where we can go in detail and study one thing? And second question, I'll come to that.
Sure.
Like
So
there is
let
one
me answer your
mention of,
first question. I'll send you the
please.
presentation directly. I'll send you the presentation. I'll email it to you so that you can take whatever printout you want to take.
Yeah.
Yeah, the recording is shared by Mr. Ashish in all the groups. There's no any
Okay, great.
they're not exclusive. This thing that's the best part of this mindful program, and they share
Yes.
it without anything. Yeah. Okay. Were there any particular book like where we can separately as such, or these are I think enough to this thing.
So, Mr. Dayal, to be honest, the book that was referred by was one of my earlier colleague of HP.
Okay.
He has written a book, so which he was
Okay.
saying that some of the things that I told here, also he has also captured that in that book. That's
Yeah, but
what
this
he.
wonderful.
So
Second
this
question.
is what my experience had taught me. That's what I mentioned. I'm not referred to
Yeah,
any book.
thank you. Yeah. Okay. Now, this second question is you mentioned about some self doubt. That is where
Yes,
the somewhere it keeps occurring in every profession, whether it's life, whether it's relationship or financial or etc. etc. So
sure.
somewhere there we have, and what if this is all we mentioned at the conscious level, but what if sometimes they say it is at subconscious level, like you mentioned about childhood traumas and all that. So that goes
Yes.
on to the full life, but you are coping with it, but somewhere deep down, like you're not very 100% comfortable.
See, there are two things which has no meaning if that is done, but that's very prevalent. One is regrets of the past. It's something which has happened. It's like water have flown, right? Although that it's very tough to remove that in your mind, it has impacted, right? But when you are in a new action mode, when you look at what are the challenges, I just saw an article today in LinkedIn where a person who is 90 year of age, he's lost his wife, and he initially felt bad about it. He kept on regretting, but now he has found that instead of looking at how many days I have, I need to look at how do I live today fully with my full effort. Every individual is actually complete by within themselves, right? And every day is an opportunity for you to live. Yes, there could be bad and good things that would have happened in life. It happens with everyone, right? If you're getting clogged onto the past, you need to take help sometimes. If you are not able to do it yourself, a coach can help. Ashish ji can help. They will ask the right questions, and which will help you to say that it has no meaning anymore. It can touch to those areas which is causing those things to come again and again. But once you understand the reality, Mr. Dayal, then you will understand that okay, I am complete by in my own sense, and today is an opportunity, and there's nothing to lose in this world because we came with nothing and we'll go with nothing, right? So, but lot of the conditioning that happens after we are, once we grow, that makes us, that is the root cause of all the problems that we have.
Yeah, yeah. And no any complaints as such, and I've been moving ahead. Like I look forward to. I'm not going to the past, but where I'm not complaining again as such. Like you don't feel 100% like there's no perfection. There's no perfect life. I can understand that, but just to take a feedback from your good self. That's why.
No,
Thank you
no.
so
So,
much. Yeah.
see, feeling complete or feeling very good about yourself has to be the way you need to live your. I told you, unconditional acceptance of yourself, right? So, once
No,
that is
that way
there,
I have the best of the life. I have the best of the opportunities. Best of it. Everything is in gratitudes. But somewhere there's always one thing pricking. I know it's a part of the life and it's part of all again karmas. I will believe
so I'll tell you what. I'll give an example of my mother. If if I tell her how is suppose I prepare a dish, right? If I tell her how is it, right? She will tell me what is missing in this.
Yeah.
She will not tell me that what is good in it. So most of the individuals are like that. We look at what is not there, and there's tens of things which are there already, which are our blessings
Yeah.
in life. And as you mentioned, but that's a human tendency, and it's always because the societal conditioning has made us feel that you need to be perfect, you need to be X thing, you need to be at here, and that never achieves. That's all mindset driven thoughts. You can never satisfy yourself or anybody else. You just need to be at peace with what you are.
The tongue will go where the teeth is missing only.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you so much for this.
Thank you,
Thank
Dayaji.
you. I see
Thank you.
Shalini there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shalini. Good to see you after a long time.
Right. Thank you so much for sending this invite to me, Sushil. I'm so happy to see you after so many years, and I'm so glad to see Nash as well in this session. So great to see. Hi, Ashish. It's a great session, and I was just curious. I'll be honest. I was curious about this session, so hence I joined. But now, when I went through this session, now I understood the exact essence of the session, and it's so inspiring. I just have a very basic question. Now, we all
Please.
deal with the emotional, financial, other stress, which are, as you rightly said, that's life. And you have known me for many years, sir.
Absolutely.
Just for Ashish, I work for HP, and I've been a single parent for about 18 years now. And I lived with my dad and my son, and I could work like this and started from scratch in 2007 after separation, and again built where I am today with a lot of gratitude because my dad was standing tall behind me. I have just lost my dad. So,
Oh,
and after
bad
a
to hear.
very, very traumatic medical intervention, I unfortunately have lost him. So, as a daughter, as a girl, you live a lot of life. You are a daughter, you are a mother, you are a professional, you are a sister to somebody, you are daughter to a lot of other elders to your family. I will take a moment to explain what I'm dealing with. Now, when you are a girl and you for some unforeseen reason you go through separation and you get an opportunity to come back to your family, very few girls get that opportunity. So despite all the rough elements and the experience that I went through in my marital life, I still counted and looked at the brighter side, Sushil, as you rightly mentioned, that always look at
Absolutely.
that's the person I am, and that's how my parents have brought me up. Coming from a defense background, very strong mentally. It comes naturally to all of us. So I took everything with a sprint. Now, the more and more challenge, I started facing my first challenge when I was 23, when I lost my mother. At the age of 23, when I myself was expecting my son, carrying him 6 months, I
Oh,
just realized what life is, what mother is, and I lost my mother. And I still regret have I have not given her the kind of attention, as a child, with the respect that a mother deserves. I was just getting into that loop wherein I lost her already. So I tried my everything possible to give that to my dad. That was an opportunity me. He actually stood by me as a mother and a father both. I lost him at the age of 91. It's a decent age. He was a defense person, so obviously he fought till end. And my question is, now while we are dealing with a lot of emotional and other stresses, I am very good at accepting challenges. I accept it with a smile most of the time, with a lot of gratitude, because I know God gives you, there are very few people who are fortunate enough to face problems in life, and God never gives you a situation that you can't deal with. I am a strong believer of
right.
that.
Absolutely.
The only thing is, the currently I'm in a situation, the more and more I'm trying to accept it. I have lost a lot of other elder parents also who did not have family. I was like a daughter to them. So in 4 years, I've lost three parents and some
Oh,
amount of financial loss as well, of course, because I'm taking care of them. Now, the more and more I'm trying to deal with it, it is only and only adding up to my stress somehow. maybe I am getting older now. That's what I feel at times. Because, no matter what, you have to still stand tall in front of your child. Say, do not show your vulnerability and show that everything happens for good. And there are absolutely, three other doors waiting for us to open when one has closed. So that's about life. But giving lesson is a different thing, believing in it also a different thing. But I feel now I am at a stage wherein it's gripping me now. So
Okay.
I tend to, even if though I don't think about my stress, I'm not able to sleep. I am not the same person I am. That's what I feel at times. I lose energy. I lose that control and the grip, the positive grip that I had on me. How do I deal with it?
The way you described, first of all, it's very sad to hear, and I'm sorry to hear the kind of losses that you've gone through, right from the early days, and recently even more, right? Um, I think it would be tough for me to completely answer in this forum right now because um, some in-depth understanding of your
Yeah.
problems is more required in this, right? So I think what we can do is we can have an offline discussion after
Done.
this,
Done.
where I'll personally ensure that I understand that in
Thank you
depth,
so much.
and we take it forward. And
Thank you.
because it would be immature for me to give a solution without understanding the problem,
I
because you've gone
absolutely
through that.
love your response. Thank you so much. And that's what I anticipated also, that I was very reluctant to come and speak also. But I thought it will be, that's the first step I took, what you said, that asking
Absolutely.
help is not bad. And I'm very bad at asking for help. So I thought, let me join this session, let me ask for help. And I will be more than glad to share what I'm going through and love to hear you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
and you're very strong. That is the first thing that you've done, is asking for help. That shows there's nothing, no insecurity inside, and that's very critical for every human to avoid
Thank you.
stress. So what I'll
Thank you.
do is I'll reach out to you,
Sure.
and then we'll take it forward.
Sure.
Rest assured, we'll remove this. It's not it's not easy, but also doable.
Thank you. Thank you. Sure.
Thank you, Shalini. It takes a lot of courage to share what you're going through, and I'm sure your conversation with Sushil will help a lot. And your courage to reach out and ask for help itself is admirable. So thank you very much for that. Um, anyone else? Any closing comments? Any questions you would like to ask before we bring the session to a close? Any questions? Any comments you may want to make? Anything you liked? You can type in the chat. What's your main takeaway? Shalini clearly acted on what Sushil shared. She's already taken an action.
This one. बंद होना चाहिए. So there is a question from Medhansh.
Yes.
Yes. Vedansh,
Medhansh,
please
you want
speak.
to ask?
Yeah, how to deal with health problems while continuing with studies?
Yeah. So I think it's a tough thing because to be health is always number one priority. Because then people also say that get first put your mask and then take care of others. So if you are well, only then education and anything else will be you'll be able to drive execution to your objectives of studying, then and then passing out, and then going to next stage of your education. So it's tough question, and it also needs a bit of understanding of uh, of what is the real problem and what actions need to be taken. Because a lot of these things, at a high level, we can say that first take care of health, and then take care of your studies. Because if I what I understand is, in terms of priority, health will always be number one. So if you want to do it both, then you look at which one which one is where you can make the balance, where if health is taken care of first, then the study has to open up. And in that, if you feel um, study can be limited or not based on what you initially planned, so be it. But health is number one priority at all times, and it will remain with for every human. For that, you will have to a lot of times think differently. And so what we can do is we can also take this offline and see what actions would be needed specifically. But as I told you, that you need to be clear on the priority, and health will always be number one. And then once that is taken care of, you'll be at peace. Then only you'll be able to study. Hope that answers, Medansh.
No, okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Shalini, just 1 minute. We'll close the session and then we'll open up. So those who want to leave can leave. So thank you everybody for joining the session today, and thank you Susheel for sharing your wisdom. It was truly amazing to hear from you. I understand we are it's 12 noon and it's a weekend, and some of you may have other commitments. So for those of you who would like to leave, you may opt to sign off. But we will keep the conversation going here. If you have any questions or comments to make, please stay on. So thank you everybody. Have a wonderful weekend. We don't have a session next weekend. We'll come back and share the details of our next session in the WhatsApp groups. In case you have not yet subscribed to our WhatsApp community, Mindful Living, please do so. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't leave without giving a feedback. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Yes.
Yeah, Shalini, you have a question.
Yeah.
So people who want to stay back, they can stay. And
Yes, of course, of course.
I just wanted to say something to Vedant when he was asking that question. If
Vedansh, right? Yeah. Please.
Vedansh, if that's okay with all of you.
Please go ahead.
I have dealt with this situation with my child when it was a tough choice between his health and studies. So I thought I can share that example that might help him to an extent. So my son was in 10th when he got a football injury, and 7 doctors across India and outside said that he will never be able, he's a footballer, and they all said that he will never be able to play football again. And it was very difficult for him to even walk at that time. So 5 years, it took him time to reach a stage wherein he can undergo a surgery. So those 5 years were it came later. I don't know whether Ansh is still there, Sushil, but I'm telling
He's
it to
there.
Yeah,
you.
He's there.
I'm here.
He's there. Yeah. So it's always a choice point. As a parent, what I could do to support his mental strength, I said that you choose. Let's drop the 10th final. It was the next 2 days, his 10th final was starting. So it was a choice point whether he can give the exam or he can go ahead with the surgery. I spoke to the doctor and understood that he has to go through a surgery immediately. So he has to sacrifice his studies. So I said, drop this year. Doesn't matter. You can always resume back to your studies later. Focus on your health. You have to have what God has given you originally. You can walk. You that's a primary thing. We have to keep our body parts intact. Focus on that first. Instead, he shut himself for 24 hours in a room. He thought himself as to what he wants to do. And then he came out with a very clear vision that, Mama, I don't want to go through this study of 10th all over again. So, whatever happens, I'm going to give the exam. But the surgery also I'm going to get done immediately after exam. We consulted the doctor that is that okay as an option? But the next question came, his center was on the second floor. How will he climb up the stair? There were no lift in the center. So I said, look at some practical journeys also. How will you get to the center? How will you even appear for the exam? How will you go? So he said, don't worry about it. My friends will carry me there. And that's exactly what happened. He gave his 10th final exam. At the same time, he went through the surgery also, but not immediately. With the mental strength that he gathered, he could give the exam. And then doctor said we need to wait for him to age a little more. He's too young for the surgery, but the condition has little subsided, so we will wait. So we wait. We had then the COVID came, and we had to wait for 5 years for him to get operated. So it is all about you thinking with clarity as to what is next important coming. If you have an exam date, go for it. If you do not have an exam date, focus on your health first. That's the crux.
Wonderful, wonderful sharing
Thank you
that.
so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely. I mean, everybody has different answers to it, and that's what that's what is matters is everybody's. Hence, the solution could be different, but
And
leveraging,
by the way,
knowing.
after surgery, he's still playing, and he's playing out of his passion, which everybody is surprised. But life addresses all your challenges more than what you can think, what all of us can think. So have that positive vibes in yourself, which really helps. Thank you.
Thank you,
I
Shalini, for
think
sharing.
my story is a bit similar to yours. Actually, my 10th was also, I, I chose to re-give the whole year, the boards. So right now I am in 10th once again, but due to my health, and I think that was a better decision rather than to give the exams again.
I absolutely wanted that my child also to do, but that was his choice and I supported. So you did the right thing. That's how you should
Absolutely.
prioritize your health. Always, always.
See, I did the third. In third, I failed once, so I had to actually give it two times. So these number of years, these
Doesn't
are all
matter.
society driven. As I told you, society driven conditioning that you have to pass out with X marks. At this age you have to be there. This is all
I was
complication.
I was like that. I always wanted my child to be because he's always sports focused. I wanted him to get throughout 80. So I had it in my mind that let him repeat so that he doesn't score bad. But when I saw his zeal that for him he doesn't like studies. He doesn't like studies at all. So for him, it was not a societal thing, Sushil. It was, I can't study again, this year. So let me go through it. I said, okay, go for it. And he scored 82. Not bad. So I was
Yeah,
happy, but I was more happy to see him having that courage. I felt that somewhere my brought up has played a role and he's not that mentally weak. And with that mental strength, he could fight his illness also. And he's playing, he's doing his BBA. Everything is fallen in place. So thank you. Great. Good choice, Vedansh. And I wish you all the best. You'll do very well in your life.
I know that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. There's some very powerful sharing happening there, and I'm choking a bit. Yeah, good. So your session has brought out so much, Sushil. Really amazing.
No, I
Yeah.
personally like to hear, and so great. Thank you, Shalini, again. So bringing out what was there inside you, and that's the first step that you did, and I'm sure we'll follow up and handle the other part of it.
Sure. So, Sushil, I will get in touch with you to speak more
Sure,
and share more. Let me know a good time, and I would love to
anytime after
speak
this
to
session
you.
also we can speak.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you,
Swati,
Vedansh, for
Thank you,
asking that
Ashish.
question.
thank you, Shalini. Swati, is there something you would like to share?
Um, my son is afraid of many things. Like if somebody scolds him, he's afraid. If we pinpoint his uh, any problem, he is afraid. I don't know why he is so much afraid.
Is he really afraid or he's shy?
Not shy. He is afraid actually. He's scared of the things. that they will scold me. They will. I don't know why he's so much scared.
So we'll have
Here
to
he.
understand why, because is there an expectation that has been set? उनके मन में तो ये नहीं आया कि मुझे ऐसा ही होना है, मैं वो नहीं, वैसा नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, इसलिए वो मैं अचीव नहीं कर पाऊंगा. That's why I'm scared. Is that in their mind?
He's somewhat introvert. I agree that, but I don't know. He saw one horror movie after that
Oh,
that 3-2, and after that was his first movie of his life. So
okay.
he's very much afraid of that. After that, he's
But I can tell you, Swati, that over the years, you will see this will fade off.
I'm trying my level best. I am teaching him something, and I am saying him stories also of the this our leaders and all. But I don't know when he will be out of it.
No, so don't worry about that. It will happen on its own. Just be
Okay.
patient and do what is right as of now.
Okay.
Thank you for sharing
Okay.
that, Swati. Yeah.
Ram, say hello to Sushil. Sushil Mama. Hello.
Hello. Hello, beta.
Hello, bolo.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that all for today, Ashish?
Shall I stay back here for a while and then we can talk? Or you want me to
No,
call on phone?
let us connect on phone.
Done. Done.
You have my
Thank
number,
you.
right?
Yes, of course.
Yes, let's connect.
Thank you very much. Pleasure being in this session, and I look forward to more sessions like this. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah.
It's all courtesy, Ashish. Thank you, Ashish, one more time
Thank
for
you, my
giving me
dear.
this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you, Sushil, for such a wonderful session. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Stay tuned to the Mindful Living community. Join the WhatsApp community. That's where we keep sharing details of all of our sessions. So stay tuned. Have a wonderful weekend. See you soon again. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.